If you've been following my antics on this channel, then you'll have seen me make countless numbers of drawers, and you'll also know that every time I make a drawer, I reach for the domino. I really like the domino. I'm really comfortable with using the domino, and it works a treat. But this time, I'm not going to use the domino. I'm going to go with rebates. Yeah, why, you ask? Well, I'd fancy a change. I've been watching other channels on YouTube, as we all do, and looking at the different ways they approach the task. And there's a multitude of different approaches we can take. An awful lot of the people that I've watched have got access to a dado stack. I don't have a dado stack. So instead, I need to find another way to cut that housing, trench, rebate, rabbit, whichever word you'd like to use. I'm going to use the router. So I've got relatively clean edge from the circular saw cut, which I'll run down on fence side, clean up the other side, and then I can flip it over and recut the circular saw cut, because my circular saw blade, 48 tooth, is newer, cleaner, sharper than the blade I've got in the circular saw. So with all my pieces cut to size, it's on to the most important part of the build, which is selecting the right coffee to go with the router setup. I'm not sure which is more important. I think it's the coffee. So I've drawn myself a pencil line there to represent the 18mm in that I want to cut. And I've got the router bit nearly there, and I'm going to use the fine adjuster to get it exactly in place. I've zeroed my bit down on the turret and then adjusted up to the 9mm depth of cut that I want. So now it's just a case of enjoying my coffee and then connecting the router up and making a test cut. Now for the base of the drawer, I'm not going to set it in to the bottom of the panel. I'm going to come up 25mm. And the reason for that is so that I can add some extra bracing to the bottom, because it's such a wide shelf. I don't want it dipping in the middle. So if I add similar idea to a torsion box but without the bottom, little strips across, it'll just give it that extra bit of support and help to stop it bowing in the middle of the drawer. So, test assembly. Not sure which is going to be the best way to do this. I think we'll go for this. And this is where we find out how ununiform the ply is. There's got to be a downside to using this method, but so far I've not found it. And it's been really quick, so much quicker than using the domino. Sorry, festool. The glue up might end up being a little awkward, maybe. I've got to say, I'm completely blown away by the simplicity of this approach. It's absolutely fantastic. It really felt like the drawer box just fell together. And I really can't see any downside to using this approach. I've got a really good glue area at each end, and especially for the baseboard sitting into that rebate, it just proves you've got to continually rethink your approach and try different ideas all the time and not get stuck in a rut. Let me know what your preferred approach is down in the comments below. So now that I've proved that this works, yeah, absolutely, I'm going to put hardwood edging on the top. So I'm going to do that off of camera. If you want to see which way I approach that, then that's covered off in great detail in the actual build process of the sliding router table, which is currently behind you, even though I'm pointing to it. So I'll see you after that's done, ready for the box glue up. So edging strips on, trimmed, sanded, and I also took the opportunity to sand all the panels inside and out to 180 grit, so it's all smoother than a witch's smooth thing now. And I must admit, I'm approaching the glue up with a certain amount of trepidation because, as I mentioned earlier, this is the first time I've tried this method approach for making a drawer, a simple drawer, arc at me. So it's also the first time I've glued up this approach. I'm hoping there isn't a gotcha waiting for me. There's somebody out there somewhere, I know it, watching this video right now thinking you're going to come a cropper any minute now. The hand of sod is about to descend upon you. Right, there's a bend down that way, so I'm going to put that up this way. Well, I'm out the clamps and I'm ready to do a dry fit, test fit. My sliding rails are in the bottom fitted, both cabinet side and drawer side, so I'm just going to slide this in and make sure I'm all good. However, I do have a little gap there where I've not quite closed up during the glue up, so a little concerned. I mean, I can get my thumbnail in there, so that's at least a mil. Yeah, that is too tight. But it's not unsavable. It's just a bit too tight at the back. So I feel the answer is maybe a rough bit of sandpaper. So the projection of the front legs in front of the rails is 43mm, but I want to allow 18mm for my front panel. So if I set the front of the rail 25mm back, 25 plus 18 being 43, it should line up on the front quite nicely, and the centre of the holes is 33mm, and I want a 5mm gap underneath, so I'm going to centre the holes on 28mm. So these are the extra cross rail supports that I referred to earlier in the video. You can see what I mean by in the style of a torsion box. I'm just going to glue them on. But that's it, mega drawers complete. Incredible amount of storage, no internal organisation yet. I've no idea what I'm going to put in there. I need to get all the stuff out the other drawers and spread it all out and see what I actually need to keep as opposed to what I'm going to keep, because I can't throw anything away. But let's just talk about the cock-up for a minute. We all make cock-ups, we're all humans, regardless of whether we do it in front of a camera or not. That was a bit of a schoolboy error, down to getting overly excited about a new approach to making a drawer. The issue, I believe, really boils down to the material I chose and not making allowances for it. This material, this plywood, was half the price of the cabinet grade that I usually use and prefer to use. But once I made the decision, I just ignored it, even though all the warning signs were there. It warped. Cheaper ply is more prone to warping than more expensive cabinet grade. The variations of thickness and surface flatness far more than the more expensive cabinet grade, but I just completely ignored them. I compounded the issue by buying an 18mm router bit and cutting an 18mm socket, and even after trying everything with a dry assembly and feeling how tight it was, I still didn't alleviate the issue by sanding the ply down that little bit more. If it had gone together nice and easily in the dry assembly, then once the glue's on and a little bit of swelling, it wouldn't have been so tight. I wouldn't have needed so much pressure on the clamps. I would have avoided the situation. And one other thing that occurred to me while I was looking back through the footage was where I placed the first clamps. I didn't glue, or clamp rather, the most important place on the drawer being the width of the drawer. If there's an error in measurement or process approach on the length, the front to back of the drawer, then it kind of really doesn't matter, because you can lose it much easier. When you're dealing with the width of the drawer, it's got to be bang on. And I put my first clamps front to back and not on the width, and I should have used a few more clamps as well, made sure that was clamped up nice and tight first, and then dealt with the front to back. So quite a few little errors that all culminated in the drawer being too wide. Dealt with by a belt sander. Again, choice of a belt sander. On reflection, I should have used the router, taken out the 1.5mm, and I would have had a much cleaner edge finish as opposed to this mess that's on this side. I'm still feeling like I'm going to end up replacing the drawer, cutting this down and using the scrap for something, but who knows. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Any suggestions or comments you've got on what occurred, please let me know in the comments down below, and hopefully see you next time. Ta-ra. What a cock up.